Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my January favorites. I have quite a few things to get into, so let's just get started. Let's start off with some skincare first. This is from Ofra. This is the Energizing Elixir Recharging Facial Toner. Anti-aging, soothing, and renews the skin. I've been using this every day since I got it. It's amazing. I use it after I cleanse my face, and I just feel like it doesn't strip my skin of all of its natural oils and leave it like dry. It just feels really nice and supple after, and I just really have been enjoying this a lot. This next product I have had for a very long time. I'm surprised I still have some left, the amount of times I've used it, but lately my skin has been its absolute worst, and I have just been struggling big time with breakouts, and this is a lifesaver. I kid you not. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I don't know. This is from Dermalogica. It's called Breakout Control. I just take a little bit on like any type of pimple, or if I have like a cluster of something happening, I put like a thin layer and I go to bed. It's amazing. By morning time, it shrinks or disappears. It's godsend. I 100% will be grabbing another one if I finish this because I cannot live without this. This next product is pretty new, but I've been really liking it. It's from Henriksen. It's the Banana Bright Eye Cream. I use this in the mornings or when I'm about to do my makeup. I think it just makes my under eyes so much smoother. My concealer goes on so much better, and it has a lot of things in there that's good for your skin, so it's helping you in the long term as well. For my foundation, there's two that I've been really liking this month. The first one is the NARS Natural Radiance Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade Deauville. I feel like this shade is actually pretty good, like a tad dark, but I can work with it. I feel like if I went a little bit lighter, I'd look a little too ghostly, so I think the shade kind of like goes really well. It's full coverage, long wearing. It looks really good on the skin. It's like, when I first put it on, I was like in shock how full coverage it was, but it doesn't look super cakey and gross. I've been really liking it. I haven't used it a whole ton, but the amount of times I've used it, I really like it. And the last foundation is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. I use this in my trying first impression of my hauled makeup, and I have not been able to put it down since. It's so good. Like, I'm obsessed with this. I have not been able to put it down. It's just my go-to foundation right now, only because it just makes my skin look amazing, especially lately since my skin has been really bad. I've been looking for that full coverage, but I don't want to look cakey situation, and this is amazing for that. I really like this foundation a lot, but they only have 4 shades, which is horrible. I'm very fortunate enough to have found my shade in this foundation, but for anyone else who's like darker than me, it's just, I don't get it. 4. For concealer, I have the Kylie Cosmetics concealer in the shade Shell. I also tried this in my hauled first impression makeup situation. A lot of these products are from that video, which I hope it's not too repetitive, but I have a lot of new favorite products I'm like obsessed with. But I really like this concealer a lot. I haven't been able to put it down. It does exactly what I want a concealer to do. Only thing is the shade, I wish it was like 1 shade darker. I feel like it's a little bit too light, but it works once I blend it out into my foundation. I just want like 1 shade darker. These are the 2 bronzers I have been obsessed with and not been able to put down. These will follow me into February as being my favorites as well because they are amazing. This one is the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette in the shade Ashy Radiance. I don't have a lot of bronzers that are this tone, like that ashy color that's not like too warm, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just beautiful. There's a highlighter in here too. It's really pretty. It's nothing to like lose your marbles over, but this bronzer is flipping amazing. If you're fair tone or you are looking for an ashy or more cool tone bronzer, look no further. This is amazing. The other bronzer is from Elizabeth Mott. It's called Whatup Beaches, and it's a little bit warmer than the Catrice one, but it's not super warm. I love pairing. I think there's a ghost in here. I love pairing these together. I'll kind of like carve out my cheeks with this one, and then I'll just do like an all over bronze with this one right here. So these kind of are like my favorite things right now ever, and I can't stop using them. My favorite blush in January definitely has to go to the Jouer blush duos. I have the shade Flirt and Adore. There's also one more, but these two are my absolute favorite. This one is in Adore. This one is my top, like #1, use this every single day. It's kind of like this really pretty neutral peachy blush. You have a matte on one side and like a more luminous shade on the other side. I love mixing them together, or sometimes I'll just use the matte one. Depends what I'm in the mood for. And this one right here is the Flirt Duo, and it's a lot more pink, as you can tell. This one's really, really pretty if I want like some rosiness to my cheeks. These just have an amazing formula. They blend out beautifully. You don't get like that splat of blush on your cheek. It's just really pretty and I'm obsessed with them. I have 3 highlighters that I've been going absolutely gaga over in January. The first one is from Physicians Formula. This is the Natural Nude Shimmer Brick. I think that's what it's called. It doesn't say anymore on it. But this is what it looks like inside. I have, oh my god, this is amazing. This is that perfect highlighter to go from luminous, natural, glowy to holy crap, intense, wow, you could see me from space. It's just really pretty, okay? Next one is from Japonesque. This is the Kumadori Ombre highlighter. This is limited edition. Honestly, I don't even know if it's still available. Maybe it is. If it is, you need it. Highly recommend. It's... I actually was speechless for a second, like nothing was coming out. But oh, like I can't even explain to you how beautiful this highlighter is. It just makes your skin so luminous, so glowy. It's intense, it's blinding, but it has no sparkle or glitter. It just gives you like that wet look. Top notch. The last highlighter I'm obsessed with is the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne Beauty Beam Highlighter Palette. This thing is amazing. It's so blinding and so gorgeous and beautiful. I love mixing all 3 shades together. Oh, again, the formula, the texture of it, it's so luminous, gives you that wet look. There's no chunks in there, no glitter. That's my favorite type of highlighter, so highly would recommend these 3 highlighters. Now let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. Honestly, they really outdid themselves on this collection. I love everything that they came out with. I just really, really like these. The Daydream palette, I've been using this like a lot for like everyday looks because it has like the most perfect neutral shades, but this also pairs really well with the Kaleidoscope Dream palette. If you're somebody who is looking into wanting to experiment with bright, bold colors more, look no further. This palette is amazing. You still have like a beautiful bronzy shade gold. You have a black in there. There's just a lot you can do with this palette, and I'm also surprised in myself how much I like this palette. It's just, I don't know, they did a really good job. I'm really happy with both of these. And the last 2 eyeshadow palettes are from Juvia's Place. I hadn't tried anything from this brand before, and the moment I did not regret it at all. Amazing, amazing quality shadows. The metallics in these palettes are butter. They look wet when you put it on your eyes. I don't know. They're just really, really good. And honestly, between these 2 palettes and the Kristen Leanne and Urban Decay Kaleidoscope palette, I've been really kind of challenging myself to use more colors, different color combinations, popping like something different on my lid rather than always doing like a brown, copper, or whatever eye. So I've definitely been playing a lot more with color and I've been very much enjoying it. You would be surprised how wearable colors are. The last thing in the eye category is the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows. You guys know the glitter and glow, but do you know the shimmer and glow? Okay, so Shimmer and Glow is just like the glitter and glow, except it's more of a straight up like metallic shadow. It doesn't have any glitter or sparkle in it. So, I mean, I'm like obsessed with the glitter and glow, so these are kind of like my new obsession. They dry down and they don't crease. They're amazing, super easy to use. I just like it. And this one is in the shade Kitten, so it's not particularly like my favorite. Like, I love all of them, but it's just the one I'm gonna show you guys right now. And lastly, we have the lip category, and I think you guys are gonna be pretty shocked to find out that there's no matte liquid lipsticks in my favorites this month. Let's start off with this lipstick right here from the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne collection. This is called Bun Bun, and honestly, this shade is just like right up my alley. It's the most beautiful, kind of like grayish, taupey nude color. It's very unique. I don't think I have a lipstick this shade. That's the shade right there, and it's in a comfort matte formula, which is amazing. It is not drying whatsoever. It like keeps your lips hydrated and creamy, but kind of dries down to like a very pretty satin finish. Next up, we have the NARS lip cover lipsticks. I honestly thought these were gonna dry down and be like a matte lip, but they don't. They actually don't dry down, but they are so nice. I'm gonna swatch the shade Summer Fire on the back of my hand. It's such a pretty pink shade. I don't wear a lot of like pink, but that color I've been really enjoying. I don't know how to describe these. I guess it's like a lipstick in a lip gloss form. a liquid lipstick that does not dry down. They do transfer, but they're so comfortable on the lips. They're beautiful. They feel amazing on the lips. Like, I don't know how to describe them. I just really like them a lot. Next up, we have the Fenty Mattemoiselle. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Mattemoiselle? 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 Okay. So I picked up the shade Spanked and Single, and this formula is bomb.com. It's like rubbing butter on your lips.
I can't believe it's not butter.
They are so pretty. The shade Single is kind of like this peachy, like a burnt peachy shade right there. And then we have the shade Spanked, which is like a deep berry brown mauve. That was a lot of descriptive words for one color. But they're so amazing. So pigmented, one swipe color. Feels like butter. We're rhyming. And lastly, we have the Colourpop Luxe lipsticks. These two are my favorite shades. At this moment in time and space, these are sold out, unfortunately. We have the shade Still Crazy, which is a beautiful mauve color. I'll swatch that there. That is Still Crazy. And the other one is called Layover. This one is a little bit more on like the brownier side, but beautiful everyday colors, just shades, of course. I mean, my lip favorites always have so much in common. I just love these colors so very much. These lipsticks are awesome. The formula on these are amazing. Colourpop described them as a creamy matte. They have like a very satin finish. They're not super matte, and they're not super glossy or creamy. It's like a perfect in between, basically. I did a swatch video wearing all 24 shades. If you guys are interested, you guys can click the eye above. I don't know what side it's on because it's the first time I've said this in my video, but I want to use that little eye. If you don't know what it is, there's like a little button either on that side or that side. If you click it, it will take you directly to my lip swatch video for these babies. Look at me and technology. We're growing. On that note, I'm pretty sure that covers my January favorites. I hope so. Let me know in the comments down below what your January favorites were, things you are liking at the moment. I always like to know what other people like because sometimes my shopping addiction kicks in and I go shopping and I buy the things you guys suggest. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Messy Jessie Beauty, Snapchat, Jessie Jet, and of course Instagram, Makeup by Jessie. And if you are not already subscribed and you're watching my video and you seem to like me a little bit, go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it so very much. And I will see you guys in the next video. What was that? Okay, bye guys!